Brightest blessings, everyone. I'm responding to a video that I just watched entitled, what was it? Homosexuals Brainwashing Public School Children. And basically, it was showing how homosexuality has become a part of sex education and education in general in the schools. And there is a two-part video, and I have to admit I've only seen part one. But from what I've seen so far in part one, I don't think I have a problem with having children, even my children, taught this in the public school systems. In fact, I think that this is well long overdue. Basically, I'm wondering why people have such a hard time with this. You know, the title of that video alone makes me think right off the bat, ooh, they're teaching children how to have homosexual sex, you know, the physical act. And that couldn't be any further from the truth if you tried, okay? Basically, they're teaching them that, first and foremost, that there are different kinds of families other than a mommy, a daddy, and a child, or a mom, a dad, and more than one children, okay? And this is true even if homosexuality had nothing to do with it. For example, my oldest niece was raised as my sister because my sister had lost custody of her, okay? My mother, her grandmother, gained legal guardianship, okay? Now this turned out to be a real pain in the butt even though she had legal guardianship. Even when she was applying for colleges. Yeah, anything that asked for a parent's signature or something to do with the parent, even though my mother, her grandmother, had legal guardianship and legal custody of her, full custody, she had difficulty getting things pushed through the way that they were. Because the whole system is set up for traditional families. This is just one of many, many situations where you have a non-traditional family, a grandmother raising a child and an aunt being raised as her sister. Okay? Had nothing to do with homosexuality at all. You know, there could be many reasons. Either the mother had custody taken away, maybe the mother died. Maybe the mother just can't take care of the child for whatever reason. You could have a cousin raising a child, an older sister raising a child. It's not uncommon, and it's certainly not unheard of. But you think when you think of alternate families, automatically you think of, oh my God, it's homosexuals. And that's not always the case, although that is a great part of the cases as well. And even if that's the case, so what? It's still another type of family other than a mother, a father, and children. And children need to realize this as well, because children can be cruel. Because if it's not taught in schools and they don't know what it is, the first thing they think of is to make fun of it. And children make fun of each other way too often. Adults, the first thing they do when they don't understand something and they don't recognize it is attack it. As children, they do their childish form of attacking it, and that's make fun of it. Tease, bully. You see where I'm going? Okay? This teaches you that there are other alternative families. That also teaches you that you need to be respectful. Yeah, and tolerant. Not many parents, there are many times where I see kids getting gay bashed that aren't even gay because their fathers are gay or because their mothers are lesbian. They go actually get gay bashed themselves when it has nothing to do with them. That's absolutely wrong. I hear parents allowing their children use the word, "Oh, that's so gay." Fucking faggot. Or it'll be okay if they just don't use the word fucking in front of it. Faggot, dyke, fag. And the parents put up with it. because that's okay because they don't like that group anyway. They deserve to be killed. Well, I'm asking to the same parents that would allow this garbage coming from their child to also, what would they do if they heard their child call someone, you know what, you're a fucking nigger? How about, how about wop? How about chink? How about dago? How would you react if you heard your child say that, or you got called into the principal's office because your child said that? You would absolutely not allow them to get away with that, because that's wrong. And I'm sorry, but the word fag and dyke and faggot and other negative words regarding homosexuality belong exactly in that same pot of racial slurs. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And this teaches them that as well. It teaches them that not everyone is the same, that everyone is different. And God forbid that kid should grow up to have sexual feelings towards another person of the same sex later on. It teaches them that it's okay not to commit suicide, not to hurt themselves, not to beat themselves up. Yes, it's different, and yes, it's going to be a little harder, but it teaches them not to give up. And maybe we won't have so many teen suicides, so many gay teen suicides, if someone realizes, hey, yeah, I'm different, but I don't have to kill myself over it, especially if I try to be straight and I can't. Oh, sure, I can go through the straight motions and I can kiss someone of the opposite sex, maybe even bring myself to have sex with them. But as far as actually having feelings for them, well, that's a whole other thing right there. And aren't you teaching them to be immoral according to your standards? If you're teaching them that they can kiss and date and actually have sex with people, and even though they don't have feelings for them? Isn't that immoral as far as what you're trying to teach them? Marriage and sex and love? Well, if they can't have love, oh well. So I'm going to go and watch part 2 right now, and if my feelings about that one is any different, I'll make another response video. Blessed be.